We come in and provide the transportation to and from not only the airport, but the hospital, and we allow in many cases for the family to get back in time for dinner.
We have over 220 volunteer pilots volunteering their aircraft, their time, and their fuel.
I'm amazed that people could take out a day of their life and fly their planes and use their resources to help my daughter.
Our daughter has a rare genetic disorder called Prader-Willi syndrome, and she was diagnosed at about 1.5 years with infantile scoliosis, and that's partly due to low muscle tone.
That's from August 2011.
Okay.
The other one is from today.
Her condition, her curve in the scoliosis, she has an S-curve and it has progressed.
From its inception, Patient Airlift Services, or PALS, has focused on one thing: caring for people. People who find themselves in desperate need of a miracle. The rare genetic disorder which 3-year-old Charlotte suffers from can negatively affect a child's development, often resulting in cognitive disabilities, speech delays, and a chronic sensation of hunger. Catherine and Steve's research led them to Dr. Harold Van Boss, a specialist at Shriners Hospital in Philadelphia. Dr. Van Boss was eager to treat Charlotte, but they faced a dilemma. How could they safely and effectively transport Charlotte from her home in Virginia to Philadelphia for this life-changing medical care?
I researched where to go and knew that that would be a hardship, so thankfully we gotten in touch with PALS and they really helped us on multiple levels to get here. Now we're hoping we're going to be able to proceed with helping her.
Hi, I'm Brian McCloskey, State Airlift Services.
Steve Chalmers.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
We're transporting little Charlotte today. She came up here to Shriners from Virginia. It's about a 300-mile flight, straight line in the air, so it's probably about a 350, 400-mile drive. I think it's about 7 hours, and that's not counting the stops. To Shriners Hospital here, and so they're really put in a bind. How am I going to get here? Who's going to pay for it? And if I don't do that, my options are very limited. So PALS has taken them up here a day ago for their evaluation here in Philadelphia, and here today we're taking them back.
Generally, you lose a couple of hours just trying to get to the airport, find parking, get through security, and the pilot was there waiting for us. He helped with the bags, getting the bags into the plane. Everybody was incredibly nice. It was so easy, and next thing I know, we were in the air.
Not only does PALS facilitate transportation to and from some of the best medical facilities in the Northeast, they also make a significant difference in the lives of our nation's wounded warriors. PALS for Patriots flies these soldiers and their families to receive medical care, but they also transport wounded warriors to sporting events and other activities that lift their spirits. When natural disasters strike, PALS responds with flights that transport medical personnel who administer life-saving aid and deliver supplies right where they're needed. PALS made dozens of flights to Haiti after the earthquake and brought much-needed help to people in areas affected by Hurricane Sandy. All of this was made possible by the PALS support staff, who was also committed to changing lives one flight at a time, through coordinating flight schedules and ground transportation.
We have a small office staff who facilitates, arranging these flights, finding these patients who are trying to find us, handling the donations that we need to keep the office running. Basically, every dollar that comes to Patient Airlift Services is solely used to arrange these flights.
For us, it has saved a tremendous amount of time, and it's been enjoyable as well. And so it's getting our daughter to a location where she can have the best possible care for her that will make a lifelong difference to her, hopefully. And we're just so appreciative of PALS and the people who are working hard to help make something happen for her. It really does renew your faith in that there are really good people out there when things going bad for people, that there are people there to help. And so I would encourage anybody who might want some help, contact PALS. you'd just be surprised at how gracious they are to help you.
I'm a very fortunate person, and I've been given an opportunity to own a plane and to fly a plane and to give back to somebody who really needs it more than I do. That makes the whole day. And no matter how bad of a week that I'm having or what I'm going through, I can do one of these flights and it'll change my day, it'll change my week, it'll change my month. And that's why I keep coming back to it. It's just it's an amazing thing, and to be able to do it, over and over again, it's just really, it's better than anything I've been able to do. If we're donating our plane, our time, our money, we want to make sure that it's strictly going to the patient. And that's where PALS, that's where we're number one.
You've just had a chance to see how PALS works and the hope and help that we can give to so many people who are in need. It takes a lot of people and a lot of organization to make this happen. The staff who does such a devoted job of putting these flights together, the volunteers pilots who donate their airplanes and their time and their talent to get this done. And last but not least, you who are our supporters and donors. We ask you to consider helping in this cause. It takes a lot of money to do what we need to do, to have the office staff, the infrastructure, the communications links, and the outreach to get all this done. So you can see from our patients how they appreciate your help and ours, and know that every dollar that you put forward to PALS is 100% used for the help of patients. Nobody on our board receives a nickel in compensation for the time and effort that they put forth for the organization. And so we appreciate you being our PALS, and the patients appreciate more than us even the help that you can give to them. So please be generous as your means allow. Thank you very much.